Oh,
And we're live.
this is the first live video I've done with you. So there's a chat over on that side, and if you want to, you can even type in the chat. It's not hello.
Hey guys, how's it going? Lyra Links' Valentine's Day makeup video.
There we
live.
go. I had it on there.
Now activating live chat even. You guys should like, subscribe. We would love to see contest ideas in the comments.
Contest?
Yeah, between you and me.
Ooh, okay.
We're definitely gonna market up this channel. We really want to get this thing off the ground because Lyra really wants to bring more content to you guys. She has asked me to help promote that. So promote it, damn it. No, I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, you do too.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I'm lucky enough not to be alone. I'm happy. We're gonna go on a date, so I'm gonna do makeup so that I'm not a total scrub when we're out in public. And he can be like, yeah, no, I'm not dating a troll, I promise.
When was I dating a troll?
Like if I'm not wearing makeup, they'd be like, why are you dating a troll?
No. It's not true. That's really funny. Now I'm imagining me with the troll in like a dress with like the bow in the hair. Wow, I'm going to date.
That would make sense.
It'd be pretty funny. No, you look absolutely fabulous.
Thank you.
Yesterday was our 3-month anniversary.
Yeah.
So.
Woohoo! Woohoo! I made a makeup review video yesterday, but I also made a video with him that I didn't post yet. It's really dorky. It's just us straight eating a lemon. Cause now I'm kind of debating doing like food related challenges against him. So
She will lose all of them except the spicy ones.
I will not lose. What are you talking about? I will win all of them.
You know what? I bet you I can win the spicy challenges too if I really put my mind to it.
Why would you win? I will win.
Because I'm me.
I'm me. Do you not realize my potential, guy? I don't think you've seen my full potential.
You know how competitive I am.
You clearly don't know how competitive I am if you think that you're more competitive than me.
Who do you guys think's more competitive?
I am. I will crush you like the bug that you are underneath my feet.
Okay.
Have you watched any of my live streams ever?
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
What one?
The one where you talked about the deer.
Deer?
Mm-hmm.
Deer.
On the way back to Josh's house when we almost died.
Was that one of Josh's live streams or mine?
Yours.
Huh. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. A couple makeup ones, and then one where you were pregnant. You had this cool boyfriend. I have no idea who the hell he was, but
what? That's you. You're a cool boyfriend.
That's cute. She thinks I'm cool.
I mean, Star Wars. And you're gonna do this now? Welcome back to another My Boyfriend Does My Makeup video. I'm super excited. He's gonna read love poetry tonight.
Yes, that I have to finish writing. But I am gonna read it.
We're going to a poetry thing, because I like poetry, and I convinced him to participate with me, which is very exciting.
I believe the conversation went like this. Hey, asshole, write some love poetry. Okay.
That is so not how it went down. You make me out to sound like a terrible person to people.
I'm totally kidding. No, she told me about it and I agreed with it.
It's called a bad love poetry reading, so I'm like, I fit into this category. Let's go!
No.
Oh, thank you. Trying to get this disgusting big one.
Not disgusting.
Just a little bit gross.
You
making fun of me, my guy?
No, I just think your laughs are pretty cute.
Well, okay. Acceptable answer.
This pleases the court.
The court will now have a recess.
Whee!
So that we
Look!
can't prove that James is right sometimes.
When I was little, and like they'd say the court will now have recess, like when I saw the court cases on TV. You all know that I'm talking about Judge Judy.
I love Judge Judy.
Is she still on?
Yeah.
No way.
I think so anyway. I know that my dad still watches her. She's on TV at least if she's not making new episodes.
How old is that woman?
That is a question I need to know the answer to now.
Yeah, anyway. When they said like the jury will now have a recess or something like that, I don't think her court cases really had any jury stuff. I think it was like settlement cases. I don't really know anything about law, but like stuff like that, I always imagined like judges and stuff like with like their hair wigs and their robes and their gavels going outside and playing up like
Wow. That would be really cute.
that. The court will now have recess. Woohoo! I get the swings. My ass, you get the swings.
Judge Judy pushed me.
The court is now back in session.
And nothing that happened during recess shall be discussed.
And the bitch that pushed me off the swings will get cut.
You will be in the next settlement case, and considering I am the judge, I think we all know how this will be settled. Oh, you're gonna do touch-ups.
Hold.
I'm not done yet. Don't coat my face like you did before. Do not. If you're going to do anything, you're gonna touch up what I already have in place, because you took like 20 minutes just doing my foundation. I don't want to take that long again. I've already been taking too long.
Here.
I've unintentionally made this a very makeup based channel just because it's something that I've been doing a lot, but I want to do other things, so I'm trying to figure out how to transition now that I've destroyed what my channel originally stood for. My first videos were just a ton of Pokemon WMVs. And I still love Pokemon.
Alright, there you go.
That was the start of my channel. Pokemon started my channel.
Poketron
Did
Station.
you know that?
I think I did. Whoa. You ever just like play with your hair in a mirror and be like, woo?
Not exactly in the same way as you.
I definitely played in weird ways as a kid. Like I'd play with paper clips, pretend they were spaceships when I was little.
Ooh.
I mean, my parents got me toys and stuff. I just played with paper clips.
If they get you toys, then what?
I don't know.
You know what? That's just you, and I love you.
It's like why babies go for car keys and not like the expensive baby toys you buy.
It's like, ooh, car keys. So much better.
I mean, if you had like a block of wood attached to the car keys so the kid couldn't swallow it and choke on it, and you were like certain it wouldn't go down his throat, I mean, yeah, I'd give a baby car keys.
It seems like there's so many dangers to having a kid, man.
Yeah. Idiots
The
guys.
girl isn't ready for a couple years.
Yeah, and you need like an idiot's guide class. It's like, all right, you're too dumb to have a kid, yet you've already started this process. So you have 8.5 months to learn how to not kill this brand new human being.
Okay. You make it sound a lot more terrifying.
I mean, how hard can it be? Feed the kid, make sure he doesn't ingest poison, right?
I don't know if I like how dark that is. Probably gonna go with this one instead, actually, just the smaller.
Wait, let me see. I like it, but I want to see the fade out.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that like an actual makeup term?
I don't know.
I don't know. It is
I
with
just
like
go with the flow.
it is like with spray painting.
Spray painting is really cool.
Spray paint's fun.
Garrett does spray painting. It's pretty cool.
Like paint works of art with spray paint.
Yeah.
That's actually really badass. I
Yeah.
want to see that.
We did one together. He did most of the work really because I'm not very experienced in it.
Oh, my friends and I would just spray paint each other.
But those spray paintings you saw in my room were
That's pretty cool. I used to paint cars,
ooh.
so I mean I wasn't terribly good, but I did it.
What do you mean you weren't good?
I don't know. I mean I wasn't a professional, but it's just. I mean, granted, it was old beater cars. I mean, you live in New Hampshire. Okay, there are three types of people in New Hampshire: people who drive Mercedes and Lexuses, people who drive Hondas and Subarus, and people who have beaters, which are generally old Hondas. And well, that was us. Actually, we did have an old Honda and an old Subaru, so we definitely fit the stereotype.
Yeah, that's better.
And if we-
I'm still gonna probably mess with it more, but it's a better base.
It's cool.
So yeah, so I'm trying to think of conversation topics because we're gonna be here for a second.
I'm playing with my tongue inside my teeth.
This is what I'm dating everybody. This is it.
My friends and I would, my buddy Noah and I would take apart Jeeps and sell parts, or we actually sold one of them.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, kind of wish I had kept that car. It was an AMC straight six with 289,000 miles on it. I mean, if any one of you have worked on an AMC straight six, maybe like Garrett, Matt, or Josh, if you guys are watching, or I don't really know anyone else who's worked on an AMC straight six, or new subscribers. That's, yeah, new subscribers. You guys are cool. You're way cooler than I am.
It would be great to get some of those. I feel like as soon as my sub count starts to go up again, then people leave because I'm not that interesting.
No. She is tremendous and awesome, and we're going to talk positively, and we are going to grow this channel, damn it.
Okay.
Wait, alright, that was a good. Cool.
I'll do my best.
What was that saying?
It's about all I can ever do in life.
You've done that.
You're only defeated when you say that you can't. And that's self-defeat right there.
Wise words.
I do that a lot.
Don't do that. Stop self-defeating.
I know. It's not good.
Yeah, chicken dinner.
It's always a fun phrase. What's a phrase about
How the hell? Who won the chicken dinner though? What did he win it for? Or her?
Are you just questioning expressions? Because in class we were talking cliches with Thistle, like green around the gills and like what behind the ears.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh dang! I wish I really liked this one. Gissel. Bissell. Ugh.
Gil Bissell. Gissel.
We called him Magister Bissell.
That's really cool.
Yeah, well, because he doesn't have his PhD yet. I don't know.
Oh, is he working for it or like?
He might. I know he's just working in school right now, just paying off student loans and just putting some money away right now. But all these other people have PhDs and they're like, oh, I have a PhD. I'm an excellent person. Not all professors are this way, and not all professors are here this way. We just landed with them.
There are some professors that seem like a little bit pretentious, I guess. I don't know.
You mean their heads stuck up their ass? So far they could look at their own mouth? Yeah.
That's the way to say it.
I'm not wrong.
I kind of want to include some of this weird pinkish purple that's like featured in my shirt. Let's see. That's a good color.
Where did I go with that? Oh yeah, Bissell. Bissell's badass. He doesn't have a PhD and he just runs rings around these guys.
He's a really great dude.
Whistle's pretty awesome.
I haven't seen a
You
teacher.
guys don't know who he is.
I haven't seen a professor legitimately care about his students that much.
You know what would be really cool is if we could feature him in a video.
Dude.
Just
I don't
be
think he'd ever do that. First of all, and me.
well, if it were like the two of us together, and he literally just says hi. I still doubt he'd do it. I'm sure there's like teacher contract stuff that like if he does stuff, he can get in big trouble or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are teachers where I graduated where they're like, I'll be friends with you on Facebook, but only after you've graduated. And I'm like, that's still weird. That's still weird. Why would you want to be friends on Facebook with your teacher?
My high school English teacher was one of my mom's best friends. So she was our Aunt Jenny. Or she was our Aunt Jenny. And
I do like my English teachers.
she'd send us birthday cards and stuff.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Like, she was like, when our childhood house burned down and stuff several years ago, like she made us tons of pasta and stuff.
Aww.
I mean, it sucked that my house burned down, but it's almost worth it because the pasta was really good.
Well, at least there's some plastic memories there too.
And then, yeah, oh, and then when I went to college, like, she comforted my mom because apparently my mom really missed me or something.
Aww.
And then, like, my baby! Something. I don't know if she was like
I feel like most moms are like that. I feel like my dad probably is more of like the mom type missing their kid than my mom is.
I don't think your dad would admit to that.
Because she's like, I know that she's fine. I know that I can see her and whatever.
I don't know. Your mom misses you pretty hard too, though.
Yeah.
You're her baby.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, there are certain things that you just can't avoid, like missing people. Just trying not to.
Adult Rain Jr. goes to college. No, don't go! Rain Jr. Mom, I gotta go. Class starts soon. No!
Rain Jr.
Rain Jr.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm also not happy with my makeup right now, but that's okay. I'll probably end up fixing it. So I'm not gonna judge it yet.
Looks good.
Because last time I did my makeup on stream, I freaking hated it. And then once I whited it out more and like the look had set for a little while, I was like, this is good.
Whoa. Turn. Look at me for a second. I love the pink in the sun. I don't know why. That's great.
Yeah, I did pink and lip colors. It's a makeup style. I'm probably gonna do a little bit more on
That
the
is
eye
a good
stuff.
style.
Yeah, a lot of people do it.
I endorse this style.
I've done it before. Have you not noticed? I do it a lot. I do it almost every time now.
Yeah, but it's more pronounced this way. I don't really like the pink.
You don't like the
I
pink?
do.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, I do like the pink. Yeah, no, makeup's awful. Not even close.
I'm darkening my creases.
I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna make it white.
Creases, like, I don't know, creases like, I don't know, behind your ears, and you're like,
The creases of your eyes, like you know that area that's just like in.
not really. No, I don't really pay attention to that.
So like the area in here, like you close it and then
Oh
you can't really see
like
it
the
as much.
fold.
Yeah.
Huh. We got off topic.
Getting darker makeup in there is what I'm doing.
What was the colloquialisms that this was used? What did we talk about?
He was just explaining that like you shouldn't really use cliches in your writing,
Oh,
and
lame.
Most of them, like, some of them have, like, racist, sexist backgrounds that
Ooh,
people
that's
don't know
bad.
about and things. So he's like, yeah, let's not use things like this. He's like, it's not really so much of a problem anymore in class for whatever reason. Maybe it's like the age and time or whatever,
Would it
but
be
y'all
like
don't
it's
use these
lost its
things as much.
offensive connotation because like people aren't using it offensively anymore?
Yeah, people just really straight up aren't using them.
That's true because all the people who use them are like dead now.
There were even people in the class who were like, what even are these? What do these mean?
He's like, don't use these. Don't use what exactly?
Yeah, perfect.
You've already mastered this. I mean, if something's not really meant to be offensive, I don't think people should take offense to it. But also, I mean, like, don't go out of your way to be an asshole.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do. And granted, usually for like, James, shut the fuck up.
Whoa. Who's like that? Wait, what?
My friends.
They're like, calm your libertarian ass down.
They're like, whatever. They're like 4 libertarians in the state. Like, yeah.
Leave a like if you cry every time.
I'll be so happy if we have a libertarian president. You know how happy I'm gonna get.
Yeah, make it happen.
I'll be 80.
The two political parties that we freaking currently have dominate everything, and that's it. That's the end of the story.
It's vastly poopy. Red poop and blue poop.
What are you talking about?
The party. One's red, one's blue.
I was so confused. Fred Republican?
Yep. Who's Democrat? Or Socialist Democrat, as they like to say now. It's like Republicans. Weed is the devil's lettuce. And, I don't use weed, but it doesn't seem a constitutional thing to make it legal, but whatever. I feel like we had this conversation with alcohol in the time of 20s and 30s.
The reason why marijuana was criminalized to begin with was a money scam and racism.
Oopsies.
In college.
We made a few oopsies as a nation. But the Libertarian Party.
I mean, a lot of drug regulations have to do with racism.
Yeah.
Like cocaine with the blacks. If a white person was doing powder cocaine, they were seen as like, a high-standing member of society.
Wait,
yeah,
why?
Yeah, they can use their cocaine, whatever. A black person doing their crack cocaine on the streets, they're like, this is awful. It's breeding violence in blacks.
Like a cut on my nose right here. No.
And it was awful.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Libertarians have never been. I'll be 80, but if we have a libertarian president, you are not going to hear the end of it.
Why?
Because I'm going to be so damn excited. Be like, finally, someone who's not an idiot.
Why are you libertarian?
Because I don't like the regulations that Republicans impose on things like weed and like sexism and essentially authoritarianism through religion. And I don't like what Democrats do because I really disagree with their economic policies. But I like some of their social policies, yet I find it like affirmative action. Like,
what is affirmative action?
So basically it's saying like, say you've got a company full of white guys, and affirmative action would say, okay, you need to hire some Asians, some African Americans, some Latinos, because you need some cultural diversity.
Well, why not just hire the person who's like most fit for the job? Well, and it doesn't matter what the race is in general anyway.
Well, what you're talking about there is individualism. And that is the end of bigotry because you're no longer looking at anyone for their creed, color, origin. You're looking at them literally for their skills in the job, which should be how a job works.
Yeah, so why even use something like that?
Well, because they felt bad about racism and they wanted to help some of the poorer minorities get a leg up.
Okay, but there's still a problem with that if you have to just forcibly insert a certain amount of people of a certain race and then qualified people can't get in just because they have to have a certain amount of this particular group of people.
Yeah, it was done with like a really
I understand the
compassionate.
purpose and I like that they're trying to include people, but I don't like everything overall.
It was like a really good idea executed not quite right. I love the anti-racism. That's great. Racism is absolute bullshit. And feel free to tell a racist to go fuck off. I endorse this.
I mean, be nice to fucking everybody that you encounter.
Yeah, but I'm like, if they're like making racist comments at people, you can tell them to go to hell. Put your friend out of there.
I don't endorse really being mean to them.
Don't
like
be
anybody.
A monster. Yeah, maybe take her advice. I don't know. It was weird. I was once skiing, and because I'm like brown and stuff.
I'm so irritated with my makeup. I feel like I did it badly.
No, you didn't. It's good.
Does it though?
Yes. Some guy was like, "Hey, we don't want any Mexicans in this country." Like,
I want to fight this person already.
See?
Never mind.
Fire in the veins. I'm like, first of all, I'm not a Mexican. Second of all, that's really racist.
Wait, somebody said that to you?
Yeah.
They thought you were Mexican?
Yeah, and they wanted me out of the country. I'm like, alrighty then.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. That's a really horrible thing to say about Mexican people. And I'm not Mexican, I'm Romanian. That's once in a.
Are you proud of your heritage?
Romania?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Romania. It's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I like the old culture. I like the brand new culture. I don't like the communist era. And Nicolae Ceausescu is in hell because he's the worst human being, aside from like Hitler and Stalin. But like, he was like, okay, he looked up to Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin was like a mentor too. Oh,
I look terrible. I give up.
You look great.
It's
Actually,
awful.
He was mentored personally by Mussolini. And if you're Italian, you remember who he is. And if you don't, know the history of your country. Know the people who tried to exert tyranny over you.
I'm gonna close my eyes. I want you to blow in case there's excess powder.
Good. Nailed it. She looks fantastic.
Oh my gosh, there are so many mistakes.
Yeah, I think the worst thing I've ever seen was a Romanian kid be like, man, I really support this tyrannical policy. And no, I'm not putting shots at a specific political party. I'm just bad policy, bad policy. They're like, man, I really support this policy. I'm like, that's like very similar to what Nicolae Ceausescu did. Like, who the hell is he? I'm like, you're Romanian. You should know this.
Does it bother you that I don't know a ton about politics?
I mean, about the current scape, not especially. There's nothing really to get excited over. I mean, granted, you should be an educated voter, but I mean, you don't really. There's really you're not really in any rush. I mean,
you looked like you were looking at a watch that wasn't there.
Yeah, like you're not in any rush to get in. Yeah, exactly.
That's funny. All right, keep talking.
Well, maybe. Wait, what was this?
Subscribe to James Dunbar.
Do not do that.
Subscribe to James Dunbar.
Do not do that. Don't do it.
Wagwan.
Hey.
So this is what live chat looks like.
Kata.
And you are able to type back if you wish, or just answer them verbally.
Well, thank you, Kata. I hope we're pronouncing your handle, right? Really cool that you guys that y'all joined the live chat. I can hear you.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Oh man.
That's cool. Alrighty.
Cool beans. I'm gonna see if I can keep this thin because I usually do very quick.
You don't have to type, my brother.
I mean, it isn't necessary. It's just an option. So I thought I'd tell you.
I don't know. It's cool though, but now they not
Yeah,
only did
it's
they
cool.
hear us saying thank you, they can see it too. And they can proof that we thanked them. Maybe that's kind of useful.
What did you two do for Valentine?
Ah, what?
So we're pretty much getting ready for it right now because we're horrible broke college students that had classes. But we're gonna go to IHOP and go to some Valentine's Day events around campus.
Okay, but we got to tell them why we went to IHOP. Or we're going to IHOP.
Because IHOP is where we've gone on lots of special dates, and it's the first place I ever ate with you.
There you go. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And
So we decided on that instead of Olive Garden because also Olive Garden's expensive, and there are going to be a ton of people probably because it's
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
There will probably, you know what, IHOP might be crowded too, but I still feel like it would be better.
yeah, I mean, IHOP, you have a chance at
You
getting
just had
in.
class? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got out of history not so long ago.
What time? Time is 4:16 p.m. So we've been out of class because we grabbed a bite to eat at like the school like campus food stuff.
Yeah, I grabbed some food before we actually go out later in the night.
Yeah, I had to eat breakfast at 3:30 p.m.
Like you eat breakfast in general, ever?
I think I've eaten breakfast 4 or 5 times this year. Whoa! It is 2200 in Holland.
Huh.
Well, that is very cool. That is cool.
Interesting.
I assume this is Holland, like the country, not Holland, Michigan. 2200 is off the top of my head. Nah.
You don't know military time?
I'm from Holland. That is really cool. Well, kudos to you guys. That is so cool.
I feel like that'd be an interesting place to go.
Yeah, Holland's pretty badass. I think my mom went to Holland several years ago. I don't know. They had a lot of cool cultural stuff over there. Also, I'm pretty sure Holland is one of those countries where people are like vastly intelligent. Nah, it's pretty gay over here. All right.
That's
I guess we'll have to take your word on that.
That's so amazing.
It's pretty gay over here. All right, Kata.
I feel like nobody
Kata.
likes where they're actually from, and most people are just like, yeah, I hate living here. I want to live this place.
I don't know. I like living in America. I've been here for a couple number of years.
I mean, I've been from small towns my whole life, so I'm like, screw all of these places, these hick towns. I want to get out.
It's actually oh dear, it's actually a racist country, a really racist country. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully that changes pretty soon. That's sad. All right, so
inclusive areas for the win.
Yeah, definitely. We have a tradition called I'm gonna get this pronunciation wrong. Sinister class Zwati Piet. I don't know how to say that. But that seems like an interesting tradition. It's the most disgusting thing in the world. I guess it's not an interesting tradition.
Google
it. All right.
Go ahead.
Hang on. Where is?
You can open a new tab.
I can open a new tab. All right. Opening the Google. Holland.
I cannot get this.
Hang on, that's it, I think. Okay. It is Zwartipiet. I want to see your reaction. Go to pictures. Okay.
Ooh,
Hang
I'm
on.
scared.
Yeah, I'm a little scared too. Z. Hang on. I can't spell in English, so spelling something from like another country is just fucking me over. All right. And the last word is PS, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Just like regular Piet. Okay, like from French.
And then go to image. You used Bing? Whatever.
That was the search engine you had.
I don't know why it is, so I always go to Google from Bing.
Okay, I see this old. What is this? I see some. It looks like people in blackface and a white Santa Claus Pope thing going on. Okay, so the blackface probably isn't very good because racism.
Yeah, that looks very.
That's pretty bad.
Racist.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, that's racist as
terrible.
fuck. Okay, no, that's bad. I want to find out. I guess I'm gonna Wikipedia this because
Hold on, go to the live chat for a second. I want to see what you said.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait.
Serious.
That is. Oh my god, that's really messed up.
That's awful.
Wow. It happens every 5th of December.
Whoa.
Whoa. That's really
awful.
sad. Okay. Okay, here we go. Black from Wikipedia, so correct me if this is wrong. Black Peter is the English translation. So Indonesian. Here we go. Okay. Zwart Piet is black because he is a Moor from Spain. Those portraying Zwart Piet, Black Peter, put on black face makeup and colorful Renaissance attire in addition to curly wigs and bright red lipstick. In recent years, the characters have become subject of controversy. Oh, yeah. Wow.
No kidding.
All right.
Of course it's controversial. That's awful.
Okay, like Kata said, Zwart Piet character is part of the annual feast of St. Nicholas celebrated every 5th of December. Sinister Lakovland, or whatever. I can't pronounce anything because I can barely pronounce words in English. Okay, so originally, according to Helene Adeline Gruber and others, it sounds like Gerber, whatever.
What?
I don't know the name. Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm butchering that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
The origin of Sinister Claus and his helpers has been linked by some to the wild hunt of Odin, riding the white horse Sleipnir. He flew through the air as the leader of the wild hunt. He was always accompanied by 2 black ravens. These helpers would listen just like Zwart Piet at the chimney, which was just a hole in the roof at that time. Okay, so before the modern chimney structure, to tell Odin about the good behavior and bad behavior of mortals below. Alright, that's not creepy as all hell. The Netherlands has a very bad history when it comes to slavery. Dutch people has no empathy. I didn't realize that there was a history of slave trade in the Netherlands. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised that like everywhere had a slave trade, sadly, but because I know in America, pre-Civil War we had slavery, which was really bad. In the South was the slave economy; it was really bad, and then we had the Civil War. It was 1862 that things heated up, and that lasted till about 1865. When it was Lincoln who declared the Emancipation Proclamation, and then won the Civil War, and we became a country that at least didn't enslave African Americans. And then we had to deal with
segregation
and Jim Crow, which lasted a really long time, and sadly,
ridiculous.
Sadly, the ripple effect is still going even today in 2019. Um, Fortunately, the civil rights in the 60s won African Americans and all minorities legal representation, but there has still been a lot of struggles. There's still
There are
it's
struggles in a lot of areas.
it's still I would say it's definitely a lot better than it was, but it's less open and more subtext racism, which in some ways is worse because it's personal isolation at that point and personal exclusion, which is really really bad. But we get some good people working to fight it.
Check that out.
All right. What am I checking out?
This comment there.
Oh yeah, new comment. Netherlands has robbed Indonesia, Suriname, the Dutch Antilles, South Africa, and the list doesn't end. Oh wow, this is really sad.
The story you read from Wiki is totally crap.
It is crap.
Cool.
Okay, so Wikipedia being not. I mean, honestly, I feel like it could have been written by like a white American historian who doesn't know the full story. Yeah, go ahead, add something. Yeah, absolutely. Because we didn't even know about this till you brought it up, so we're actually learning as we go. Um, Kata Kata said that the story or the quick excerpt that I read from Wikipedia actually does not accurately describe um, this um, this
You think this
offensive
is even
tradition.
enough? Or should I fix
Oh, your
it?
makeup, right? We're also doing a makeup video. Right, looks straight on. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit more under the right eye. I don't know. It's pretty darn close. All right. Oh, Kata Kata added some more comments.
What should I do?
Maybe a tiny bit under this eye. A very tiny bit.
What do you mean under?
I don't know. That looks good. Honestly, it's close enough where I would second guess myself.
Whatever. I'll just give up then.
It looks really good. Also, the wings look amazing.
I feel like they're not perfect. I'm like so obsessed with perfection.
It's good. All right. So here's what he says, or she says. I don't know. But Kata Kata says.
Me telling you this is a Turkish man. I'm not, but...
Okay. Oh, you're Turkish. Okay, I'm Romanian. So that's cool. Turkey, cool country.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Turkish history, and I don't know much about
Santa Claus not black from the chimney?
Oh yeah, that's actually a good question. Why is Santa Claus? I'm telling you, this is a Turkish man. Kata Kata is not black, but is Turkish. So that is really cool. Just to have a totally new aspect to what's going on.
Yeah.
This has been a really insightful video, at least for me. I don't know if it's been insightful for you.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about global issues because I don't really know what's going on as much in other countries.
Well, and also it's pretty interesting to hear like the opinions on racism from other countries, like Kata Kata here. I mean, being Turkish and then moving to Holland, I assume, or being born in Holland, either way, just lots of insight on what's going on. It's really cool that you could share that with us. Definitely appreciate that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. So wow, there you go. So Lyra links viewers and subscribers, and there should be more of you. So spread it out, spread the word. Yeah, you guys get to learn today. I actually learned more from Kata Kata than I did in class this morning.
I feel that. My history class was so boring today.
Yeah.
And also, it's just based on stuff in America because it's corruption in America. I wonder how corrupt other countries can get.
Romania in the 80s was wicked corrupt. No, hang on. If you ask the native Dutch people why he is black, they respond by saying that it is from the chimney. If you ask further why Zwart Piet has curly hair and big red lips and big round earrings, the argument stops from them. Huh. Well, that's really sad. I hope not all Dutch
It
individuals.
really is just sad.
Are
Oh, shit.
you okay?
I poked myself in the eye. That was the first time I've ever poked myself in the eye with a mascara stick.
Be careful.
I've never done that before. Ever. I'm so used to doing makeup, I don't do that ever.
There was like something where like you like got some of like the makeup stuff in your actual eye, and like I saw the ink like on the right
yeah,
of
that
your
was
eye.
Because my mascara I was wearing was not very good, and I got a little bit in my eye, so I just
No.
poked my eye and got it out.
So gross.
It wasn't that bad.
That's terrifying.
It's not.
What if it gets in your pupil?
I always thought that I'd be like terrified to touch my eye or do anything like that, so I didn't want to wear contacts. And then that happened, and I just poked my eye casually, so.
Alright, that's crazy.
I feel like I could do contacts.
Yeah. Actually, in literature class, we were talking about the Syrian refugee crisis and how the two main places they're going right now are actually Turkey and Egypt, and how they're trying to go. Oh, we have another comment.
Yes.
We, as the people who are against this tradition, suggested the government change Black Piet to Rainbow Piet.
Interesting.
Yeah. Or even, not even just say color, just say Piet. And that way, Piet can be anyone Piet wants to be, or Rainbow Piet. That works too, then that's inclusive.
Do you think that would be like.
Would that be discriminatory towards the LGBT?
A homosexual thing?
I don't know. But the Dutch native people get so triggered by our arguments.
You're right, dude.
Well, thank you, Kata. That's pretty nice of you. Yeah, that's I can see how that can be pretty frustrating. I know that like in America, in the South, especially in parts of the South that are more rural, not cities, but more rural. There are parts of the South that are rural that are really wonderful and really inclusive. But there are also sadly some parts that are still extremely racist. And there was, I don't know if anyone saw it in the news, but it was this church, I want to say in South Carolina or North Carolina or something. And it was an African American church, and they're just doing church stuff, worshiping as they pleased, which is a right in the country. I believe it's a right established by the founding fathers.
Yeah.
And they were just, minding their own business, being a community. And these gentlemen, well, not gentlemen, monsters, who were sadly part of the KKK, decided to come in and gun them all down. It was really messed up.
That's awful.
Yeah, and that's what, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's good there are a lot less people in the KKK, but it seems in the last...
There shouldn't be any.
It seems like in the last 10 years it's gone up, not down. And actually the Southern Poverty Law Center stated in 2016 that it had gone up, which is pretty frustrating. And when argued with some of these people would explain that, and this is where it ties back into what you said, Kata Kata, about some of the native Dutch who had supported the practice of Black Peter. They'd said, well, it's our heritage and we're not changing our heritage.
The native Dutch people say that the people who are against this tradition should be happy that they gave them Dutch passports and a house.
Okay, so
wow.
So what the native Dutch they're referring to is their national sovereignty, but just because you have national sovereignty doesn't give people a right to be
terrible
in dehumanizing. I mean, Okay, there are a lot of countries
Okay, this needs to come up.
that are, yeah, interesting. Interesting. Really interesting point there. Kata Kata says people who are against this tradition, quote unquote, in asterisks, are the non-white natives. They're the immigrants.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Um, it's interesting that you say that. It's kind of you guys can sort of come in as new people and say, and just sort of have a fresh look on things and be like, wow, why is this practice being done? That's kind of mean. I mean,
I feel like people should listen to the people who are coming into their country, 'cause that's like sizing
true.
them up.
Yeah. I mean, granted, they can say, I mean, like for example, the reason why like America isn't taking a tons of immigrants, and I'm not talking from the southern border. I'm not going to go up on that issue. That's a whole other Trump border wall, Mexicans, Democrats issue, and I am not getting into that. My only comment is everybody needs to stop being an asshole. But I mean, some countries, like if America, it was one gentleman on some, it was like, oh, I forget who, it was a professor from, I believe, the University of Princeton, said that if we take too many people, we actually will have so many people on the in the system, not just a welfare system, but let's say they all get jobs. There'll be so many new people that the influx will actually be because and eventually they'll get jobs, but before they get situated, it would be enough to actually like overdo the system. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I mean I understand like sometimes countries can only have so many people.
Benefit saying it's part of their culture.
Yeah. Kata Kata says that. Yeah, and this is where I'm gonna tie back to his comment. I mean, unless you want me to do something else to say,
No,
James, shut up.
continue.
Okay. They because there's a difference between we have national sovereignty and we only have so many people. Like it'd be like why Greenland wouldn't take 100,000 refugees from Syria or wherever because there are only 55,000 people in the country of Greenland. They can only handle so many people. But that's one thing. But another thing would be them taking people from Syria or wherever and saying, "Oh, well, anyone who's not from Greenland is, a piece of garbage." And I'm not saying Greenland practices anything like that. I'm sure the people in Greenland are very, very nice and inclusive. Um,
Do you know?
I don't know. I'm guessing they're nice people. I mean, maybe there's some assholes, but I don't know.
I don't know about most foreign areas. I haven't been very many places in my life.
But no, it's really sad when people who are kind of in power can defend their bad decisions. They're pretty racist. So yeah, Kata Kata has a pretty good point there. I mean, yeah, that's really frustrating. It was like the white power movement. It's our heritage to be white. And as a man who immigrated, well, okay, I immigrated when I was 2, but I mean, as someone who's not white or black, it was not being biased by either of the two races, and not biased, but someone who would be separate from all of it coming in, it was really just disgusting to see that like somebody would hate somebody because of their
I share
skin.
your thoughts the same. Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I put it this way: if I want to hate somebody, I'm going to hate them for who they are, not because of the pigmentation of their skin or where they were born and who their parents are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try not to hate people in general.
I don't know. I just think
Me and my hippie politics.
I just think it's a good joke, like if I'm gonna hate you, I want it to be personal.
Wow. I feel like you could make your channel very political very quickly.
Yeah.
Politics and cars is what I see you doing.
Basically, nobody would listen to me, or they'd be like, "Dude, you're a dumbass. Shut up." Like, well, no, I won't. I have the YouTube channel, so screw you guys. Going for 0 subscribers.
And I'll just sit here talking about anime and makeup.
So, yeah, wow. This has been so insightful. I originally thought Kata Kata was like one of your friends from Ithaca. Oh, who's your friend?
Oh no.
Nope. Turns out this is a really cool person of Turkish heritage who's hanging out in Holland. That was Absolutely.
Can you imagine that those dark-skinned folks can have a hate towards the government and the native Dutchies?
Yeah, yeah, I can understand the frustration there. I mean,
Yeah.
and I don't know what the immigration status is of the dark-skinned individuals or any immigrants, but I mean, taking all that time to immigrate to a country that's supposed to be free and safe. I
Mhm.
mean, some of these people may be escaping a dangerous place, or they may just want to have an economic prosperity or start a new life or have a new opportunity, and have that thwarted by like blatant racism. I mean, that's got to be really frustrating. Like, I can't even stay here. I thought this was a developed country. I thought developed countries weren't racist.
I mean, I wonder if people have that frustration about America. They're coming in thinking that there's all this freedom, but then there's like a lot of persecution even still. There are people who will hate on you for your religion, still for the color of your skin, for your economic status, just like shitting on you for being poor, even if you can't really help that.
Or
Like
like if you
all
don't
these
have a
horrible
college
things.
degree.
Yeah.
If you go into the trades and you don't get a college degree, a lot of people in this country will be like, "Oh, you're
They
poor
assume you're
trash."
uneducated even though you have a certain skill set that maybe nobody else has, where you are putting all this time and effort into your craft. And they're just like, well, you didn't go to college, so you
So
obviously can't be smart or good at what you
yeah,
do.
that's true, and they also automatically assume that you're poor. But the two guys that I had ever met that had the coolest cars. One guy owned his own business that he started himself. I believe he did get a business degree, but he started the
Mhm.
company himself, and he had like an Aston Martin and a BMW. The other guy I had met, he was a roofer, and here were his cars: a Mustang GT350R, a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, and like a Tesla Model X PD 100. I mean, it's like over $500,000 worth of cars, or a
Wow.
$250,000 worth of cars. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, and that guy never went to college. He just started fixing people's roofs in Harbor Springs, Michigan.
You were like shocking me with the numbers that even plumbers can make.
I mean, nobody's going into the skilled trades in America. I mean, they're starting to a little bit, but really, like, well over. I, I've of all the kids that I knew in high school, I mean, I knew like hundreds of kids, and I knew maybe I don't even think I knew 5 kids that were going into the trades. I knew my
Mhm.
buddy Luke, uh, my dad's friend's son Mike.
Well, government I hate next to
That's
the
it.
Dutch government is from the USA. Ooh.
Okay, so
We don't have a great current status, but I feel like it's better than being under a dictatorship.
yeah, so
We're
okay,
not perfect.
no, we're not perfect. We've definitely done a lot of racist things, like
We have a lot we need to work on.
yeah, like politicians. If you're a politician and you have a lot of money, you can get away with a lot of crap. Like there have been politicians who've gotten away with murder, and yet there have been kids who have like I don't know, like a kid got stressed, smoked weed once, and like got thrown in prison for 5 years. That shit happens all the time here.
Yeah. But what like bothers me that we were talking about is watching those unsolved murder videos last night, and I don't understand how cops can crack down on a person who smokes once in their life and throw them in jail, and then there's this person that gets away with 130 murders before they're caught.
Yeah, that was really stupid and messed up.
How does somebody get away with that for so long and you can't nail them down, but you can find that one smoking kid and throw them in prison?
I guess
Jail,
how good are
rather.
you at covering your track? Oh, new comment. Well, I can say that most of the Middle Eastern countries don't like the government of the United States. Yeah, yeah, there's has been a lot of tension over there. Yeah.
That doesn't shock me.
No, well, I mean, okay, I can't say for every Middle Eastern country, and I have no intention of generalizing, and I don't wish to be offensive in any way. I do know that some of the countries out there do have a government based on the moral principles of Islam. Um, and I know some people have some positive and negative views on Islam. I personally think the fact that they have a code of honor and a code of ethics, I think that's pretty honorable.
People can practice whatever religion they want. I don't care. I have my own.
Yeah, I mean, don't hurt other people, and you're good. One of the things that it was interesting. It was a guy from the BBC he went to Egypt, and he asked people on the street why is there so much hatred for America, and they would say things like their sexualization of women,
That is bad. That is a bad problem.
That is a huge problem.
As a woman, I know, because I can't have any one of my social media, like I can't have Snapchat, Instagram, a YouTube channel without receiving sexual comments from people, even when that's not my intention at all to be receiving. TikTok, like you just get the sleaziest comments and people trying to slide into your direct messages to just be sexual and make all these comments. It's a large problem, and every time somebody tries to talk about it, they're shot down. They're like, "Oh, well, if you're wearing stuff like this or whatever, like you're just asking for trouble," or things like that. And I'm just wearing like, I mean, obviously today I'm wearing this because we're going on a date and I want you to see me and I don't care about anything else. But in general, women are not trying to all put themselves out there just to be sexualized.
Yeah.
It bothers me. It just bothers me.
Well, and a Muslim man in Egypt, they follow a strict code of protecting their family, and
that's when Islam kicks in. Islam spreads the message that a woman is the most valuable in the world.
Yeah, it was designed in the first half of the Quran. I haven't read the whole thing yet, but I have actually started reading the Quran.
Islam teaches that heaven is on the bottom of your mom's feet.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. But one of the things I really like about Islam is that, because what a lot of news media, fake news media, as President Trump would say, has promoted that the hijabs, I don't know if that's the correct name, but that scarves that women wear is to enslave them. And I mean, there's in every group of people.
Isn't that their own sort of chastity thing?
It's similar to that, I believe. I believe it's designed to protect them so men don't look at their wives and their daughters. It's to protect them from ogling eyes of bad dudes. And then they see America doing this and the American government promoting this. I mean, our current president used to be a beauty contestant judge.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't understand why we elected him. I really don't. There's just some weird things to me about him, but
because it was him or Hillary Clinton.
Men are sick perverts.
Yeah, we can be. It's really sad.
Even good guys, sex is on all of their minds.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
There's like not an exception to that unless I can't really think of one.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know a straight guy that doesn't think about sex. And I mean, I don't know. I haven't really asked my gay friends about that. And not to insinuate anything.
I mean, I would assume that they think about it just the same, only in the context of another man.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I never really asked. Oh, we can even get one with my feet.
Foot fetishes.
Yeah, that's true. That is a thing here.
That's a large thing.
Yeah, I don't know why.
There was a YouTube notification I got the other day from this anime YouTuber that I really like, and she's like, "There's a foot fetish manga," and she was like looking at it, and I'm like,
ew.
"Whoa!"
I don't know why. I don't really find
men have sick fetishes.
That's true.
Some women do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how this. How we got there.
Oh, this might be the call for my job.
Oh yeah.
I don't know though.
She applied for a job.
Ah, never mind. It's Josh. I was so excited. Hold on.
Okay, so it's just me now. So yeah, back onto what Kata was saying about women in culture and Islam and all that. One of the really cool things about Islam is that they follow a code of conduct and a code of honor. And part of the reason why a lot of countries in the Middle East really don't like our government is one, drone strikes have been increased. We were actually reading a book called Refugee, which is about a young man named Ahmed, Ahmed, or no, that was a different guy. Sorry, I'm thinking of Mahmoud, whose house was blown up by an airstrike missile in 2015, and he had to flee Syria. And all these people are like, "What the hell, America? Why are you shooting us?" And well, they got a valid point. And then we have a government that spies on its own people, that a police system which there are good guys in it. I know several of them who have put their lives in danger to save people, but also there are a lot of cops who I've seen who have done some really horrible things to
Oh, we're
people.
talking about cops now? I have some opinions there, but I don't know if I want to get into it.
And then we have a government that cheats, lies, steals, and dishonors its dealings with
Yeah,
neighbors.
why do
and
I
lives in
have to
debt.
take a corruption in America class? Why are all of these things happening?
Yeah, and the fact that the Middle East looks at us and says, "Wow, you guys are really corrupt. We don't want any part of that."
Other countries are corrupt too, though. I don't think that there is a system that exists without corruption. Honestly, people as long as people exist, there's going to be a person who's corrupt because like
Ta-da!
evil and stuff like that, it's not something that we can escape. So rather than trying to seek out a system without corruption, I feel like our best bet is just to look for the least corrupt system.
Yeah, and like fight corruption where we see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty frustrating. I mean, I really love the principles on which America was founded, which is complete equality, complete freedom, practice whatever religion you want. I mean, early America was a really, cool country. I mean, Katsa Katsa
Money
says
is
it's
the
the
root
root
of
of
all.
all evil.
You hear money. Some people are so obsessed with money. You listen to any rap song like Lil Wayne, money is the motive. Fuck with the money, it gets ugly as coyote.
Yeah.
There's a line. Like, even just in a rap song, you can hear money is evil. You take money from somebody, it's gonna get bad.
Yeah. I mean,
Money gets you position and power and all of this stuff. I don't even know if I want a ton of money in my life because I feel like money is something that could corrupt me and I don't want to get there ever.
well, you're dating me, so don't worry. You have no worry about that happening.
You're greedy as all heck. It's even like tainted you.
Uh,
What would you do if there was no thing like money?
that's actually a really good question. I feel like I just I don't know, play with
I don't know if I get
old
the
cars.
context.
I like the emojis at the bottom. That's pretty funny. That's actually a really good question. If there was no money, I think a lot of us would not do
What
whatever
would it
job
be
we
then?
think
A
is the best.
trade system?
It would be a bartering system, which is actually what we had. And actually, this is really cool. The barter trade system originated on the Silk Road, which started in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Actually, the Prophet Muhammad, he was a trader and actually quite a successful one at that before he went up and got his revelation from Gabriel the angel. And I believe, as Muslims say, his name is the Prophet Muhammad, blessings of peace be upon him, because
It's true.
yeah, and they say blessings of peace be upon him because he is the last prophet, and because okay, so Islam and Christianity. Christianity, we have Abraham. Everything before Abraham, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam all agree. They're like, yeah, that's pretty much how it was, and give or take a few details. Abraham is where it splits. So Jews say Isaac was Abraham's son that God sort of put his blessing on, or Allah put his blessing on, and then the Jews say we're still waiting for the Messiah.
I like you, man. You are a wise man who does his research. You're like a diamond in the dirt.
Cool, thanks.
All I know about other religions is basically what I've learned from class because I already was pretty firm in my own beliefs, but I do want to know about other religions just because I feel like that's a good thing to do, to understand the mindsets of other people and context and history.
I mean, yeah, I mean, my father's a Christian minister. I was raised Christian, but I mean, all the Muslims I've met have been extremely
I was
nice
born,
people.
and before I was even a week old, I was brought to the church.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, but things like Judaism, I love the Jewish culture and the heritage. I think it's so cool. I love the culture of Islam. I just love the history. It's so rich. I mean, it's out of this world. If you gloss over it, like some of my loved ones have, and they have sort of, I believe the term is Islamophobic. They have become Islamophobic. I think, first of all, that's horrible. Second of all, they're really missing out on a really rich culture that there's a lot that Islam adds to the world. I mean, you got 2 billion people. I mean, in the next 25 years, it's going to be the largest monotheistic religion in the world.
Yeah.
And I mean, if something that big, I mean, there's going to be, even if you don't practice religion or you practice different religions, there's going to be a lot that brings to the table and a lot of questions that asks, even if you don't come to the same conclusion. It asks some pretty deep questions that need to be answered. But oh yeah, back to the story of Abraham's son.
Oh.
So
yeah.
Jews say we're still waiting for the Messiah. Christians say Jesus was the Messiah. And Jews would say he's a prophet. And I believe Muslims say he's a respected teacher. I don't know whether or not he's a prophet. I can't quite remember. But Muslims and Jews do not say he's the Messiah. Christians do. Then you get the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, down to the Revelation. Muslims say, no, it was not Isaac that was the chosen son. It was actually, his son, not Hagar. Hagar was the mother. Ishmael. Thank you. So.
Thank you to who?
Memory.
All right, go on.
So Christians and Jews followed the line of Isaac, which was his wife, Sarah, who was Sarai, before she was Sarah. He had a child with Sarah. But before he had a child with Sarah, he's had a child with Hagar, who is a servant of theirs. And what the Quran says is that God blessed Hagar, and that she went.
Josh says, "Bring the Muslim," which is you, apparently.
Hang on, I'm not done here. Well.
You're not Muslim. Why does he call you Muslim all the time?
Well, we say that the first prophet Adam, peace be upon him, till the last prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, were all sent by Allah, God. Yes, thank you. I forgot. Adam was the first prophet. I read that. That was right in the beginning. Thank you, Kata. Absolutely right. So,
all right,
I guess for everybody else watching, and I don't know if they are, but Kata already knows this, that God was with Hagar, not Isaac. I mean, I'm sure Allah liked Isaac just as well, that person. But the blessing was with Hagar and Ishmael. And so they.
And the Muslim.
Hang on.
I missed my.
Hey, buddy.
Hi. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were doing something.
Welcome
Hi, guys.
to the live stream.
Hey, man. So, who am I saying hello to?
This is Brendan.
Hey, Brendan. How's it going, man?
Apparently, you're the Muslim to everybody now.
All right.
Ever since Izzy said it, I'm going to start calling you that.
So, all right. Looks like we've got like 30 more seconds, so I'm going to wrap this up pretty quick.
Go ahead.
So, God was with Hagar and Ishmael, and she was sent into the desert, and
on the day of judgment, Jesus, peace be upon him, and the Messiah, Mahdi, peace be upon him, will come and fight the
devil. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is actually really insightful. So, Hagar was in the desert. To Brandon. Like he says hello.
Who is it?
It's a gentleman with the YouTube handle Kata Kata. He's an Islamic gentleman who's Turkish and from. Wow, that's nice.
Wow, that was
kind of
really
no, because that's why I said about you. I can see it now.
You see, this is the problem. People are okay. Anyway.
It's okay.
Yeah, how was it offensive?
It's a little offensive.
Yeah. Anyway,
on my
I guess Kata Kata's cool.
Okay, I like this guy. Yes.
He's like, thanks.
What is everybody just in here now?
All right, that's Josh. That's Brandon. So yeah.
What's this for anyway?
So we're just live.
We were just like having a live stream while I did my makeup, and then he got in some religious conversation.
Oh jeez,
and political conversation.
Oh, so we're about to talk about Mecca and Medina. So Hagar's in the wilderness, right?
Yes.
With Ishmael, right? And she she prays to Allah to take care of her, and she goes between the hills of Mecca and Medina,
Yes.
and eventually there's a well, and she's saved by the well. Okay, cool. And thick boys. What?
Sick boy. Oh, you guys.
Oh.
Sick boy.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's funny. Oh my god.
Scrawny. Thick.
Yeah.
I've heard the description of me. What's up?
Josh, you are thick.
With thick boys.
Double C thick.
Wait, which way? This way or this way?
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't ask.
I thought it was you asked, Dodge.
In what way?
Oh, you do not have to answer that.
No, when I was in college, we took a class that we learned about all different religions. Like, it was a religion class.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So they went deep into they went deep into Islam, deep into Hinduism. It was very.
I feel like if I weren't Christian, I might be Buddhist.
See,
There are a lot.
I
there are-
thought about Buddhists. I like their teachings.
There are a lot of similarities between the two.
Yes.
But I just,
Not my
my
meditation.
faith has saved me a lot of times in my life. I don't think that I ever would not be a Christian.
I'm entertained.
There are a lot.
Ah!
You're throwing a bouncy ball at me, dude. You're gonna hit the computer.
Yeah, be careful.
Wait, let's see if I can hit the ball.
Go with the computer. You hit him in the face, but not the computer.
Did it?
Oh, I caught it even.
Anyway.
Oh, this is what I've been doing.
Oh yeah, no, I finished. I mean, Mecca and Medina, and Mecca's now the holy city of Islam, and they have the Kaaba in the center. It's a giant mosque.
Yeah.
Isn't
It's the black box.
yeah.
Are you sure you are not a Muslim guy on the left?
Yeah.
That would be me.
Yes. you.
Yes.
No, I actually am not. I'm not a Muslim. I mean, I just really appreciate the culture and the faith. I think
You
it's so
looked
cool.
into it when you were 16, right?
Yes. There are a lot of things in Islam that I'm a huge fan of.
Just because you look into a faith doesn't mean you're part of that faith.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always gonna have a special place in my heart for Muslims. I don't know why. They have always been extremely wonderful to me.
It's just-
And I mean, I'm never gonna not be thankful for the kindnesses that they've done to me, and I'm always gonna, they're good guys. They're good guys. So yeah, Muslims are cool. So yeah. Of course, they're members of my family who are, like I said, are Islamophobic, and I didn't want to cut off those relationships, and I'd never actually been able to talk about faith with a Muslim before, about Islam, which is too bad, because I've always wanted to do that in person. And so Kata, thank you very much. This has been really insightful for me, and I feel like if you were in the room with us, we could just have
James Dunbar.
a really exciting conversation.
One
Subscribe to
YouTuber.
You
Patrick
could
Pyro.
connect via YouTube.
Rain,
Subscribe to Patrick
There's
Pyro.
one YouTubers here. Subscribe. Okay.
Just a giant Lincoln right here. Just a paper. Subscribe.
Wow.
You wouldn't. Wow.
What
If
happened?
you come to Holland, you wouldn't need a hotel. You are welcome in my house with your girl. Wow. Well, thank
Well,
you
damn.
so much, Kata.
That was really
You know what?
nice.
The
Yeah,
offer,
he seems like a good guy.
the offer stands here
Or
too.
good human
If you
being.
ever find yourself in the United States and you want a friendly roof,
Welcome to the dorm room.
What about
if you
Wait,
never
the
need
country?
anything, hit me up.
I'm in Michigan.
We got you covered. Because a friend's a friend. This has been really, really cool. This is probably one of the coolest things that's happened to me in a long time. This is so cool. I'm so excited.
Dude, we should do like a live stream of us shooting on Saturday.
Happy Valentine's Day, man.
Yeah, this has been wild.
Sorry, I'm shaking the bed.
Yeah. So
Happy Valentine's Day, Brendan.
I don't even get a high. It's
My
just
man.
a Brendan.
Yee.
all right,
Good friendships for me.
I guess
Kata. You can find me at James Dunbar on YouTube. I'm on the very bottom.
Same.
Because I've got like no subscribers.
You have one now.
He has 2. Me and Rain.
Shame. Alright.
It's a picture
So-
of a Ford.
Kata's okay. Well, Kata, wish you all the best in prayer. I believe, as you had said to Brandon, the blessing was salam alaikum. I don't know if the blessing is the same for leaving as it is for coming, but you take care, friend. Bye.
Bye. It was nice meeting you, talking to you, whatever it was.
All right.
I'm sorry, I'm an idiot.
Continue the stream, or?
We can end now if you want. I
Real quick,
finished
real quick.
the makeup part.
All right.
I'm sorry, I'm an idiot.
That's Josh. I don't know what he's doing. Kata says, "May Allah bless your life." Well, may Allah bless your life too, Kata. Take care, buddy.
When
Actually, when someone says salam alaikum, you say alaikum salam back. Okay, cool. So you say salam alaikum, and then I say alaikum salam back. That is so cool. All right. I'm learning so much today.
Interesting.
This is so cool. I'm so excited.
I'm glad.
This is awesome. Alrighty. Alright. Alright. May Allah bless you too, Kata. Alright. He says, Alaikum salam, good night. Alright.
Yeah.
Likewise. Take care, buddy. Hope to
What time is it
stay
over
in touch.
there? What time is it over
Late. He has to go pray and I probably go to bed and get ready for work or school or something. Alright, this is gonna end the live stream.
Makeup's done.
Bye.
Political and religious talks. An
Check.
interesting time.
Featuring
overall,
Kata
for sure.
Gata, who's been extremely insightful today. This has been so cool. Hope everybody else viewing thought this was cool too. Alright. Anything else? It's your channel.
Subscribe to James Dunbar. Subscribe to Patrick Pyro, who entered the room.
Subscribe to Lyra Links.
I guess if you like.
For
I'm usually makeup, singing, anime related channel, and that's just me. so-
challenges and fun times. Spread. If you are subscribed to Lyra Links, tell at least one person inside the next week who Lyra Links is. All right. Take care, guys.
Bye.